So you're a beginner just learning how to sing, and I want to give you all the tools to be able to improve your voice. Kudos to you for clicking on this video because it's not easy to find the motivation to really start to improve your voice. So this is the first step. You've already found the motivation.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me.
Now don't worry if you're a complete beginner because I've been there. The number one thing you have to keep in mind is singing is a skill. It's not something that we're born with. It's something that we can improve on and learn how to do. Just take me for example. This is what I sounded like when I first started.
When a man loves a woman.
And this is what I sound like now.
And I feel something so wrong.
I just want to show you that so that you know it is possible to get from where you're at, wherever you're at right now, and become better. So as with any skill, you need to learn some of the basics of what's going on and what the parts of this instrument are. For example, if you were learning how to play guitar and your teacher told you put your first finger on the first fret, but you didn't know what a fret was, it would be a little difficult to learn how to play the guitar. Likewise, if you didn't know what the E or the G string were on the guitar, again, it would be very difficult to learn properly from somebody else. So because of this fact, here I just want to give you some of the basics of your anatomy when it comes to singing. All right, well, the first that most people know about is your vocal cords. Where are they? They're actually right here in your throat. So if you put your finger on your chin, slide your finger down 1/3 of your throat, you'll find your voice box or your larynx. Sometimes it's known as a Adam's apple, my apple. And so right behind your finger there, if you've got your finger on the right spot, again, the upper third of your throat is where your vocal cords are housed. The larynx or Adam's apple is a protective housing that holds the vocal cords. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but the vocal cords are the size of your fingernail. Can you believe that? The instrument that creates this much power resonance that we actually really use to express ourselves is teeny tiny. Now, those vocal cords have the ability to move quite a bit in your throat. So I want you to do something with me. Put your finger on your Adam's apple and yawn. You'll notice that it'll drop significantly in your throat. Now put your finger on your throat and swallow. You'll notice that it jumps right up. And this can actually change the tonal quality of your voice. So if we try to talk in the middle of a yawn, go ahead, try it. You're going to notice the larynx drops way down in the throat.
If we try to talk while we're like in the middle of a swallow with this type of sound,
try that. You're going to notice that your larynx is jumping up, but it also feels tight. So this is the first important fact to realize about your voice. Larynx going higher makes everything tighter in your throat. Larynx going lower makes everything loose and relaxed. This is one of the reasons why a lot of singers and vocal coaches talk about singing with a lowered larynx because everything stays more relaxed. The end goal is to have everything relaxed in a very neutral place. A place where your vocal cords sit when you're normally talking or at rest. Now, being that you're a beginner singer, you've probably not explored your voice and your range. So I want you to try something with me that uses this yawn feeling to kind of help you get into other ranges of your voice. This is called a yawn sigh. And all you're gonna have to do, and it's probably something that you've actually done before, believe it or not, but you've never really thought of it in the context of singing. We're just gonna yawn sigh. We're just gonna go, just starting from a comfortably high range and sliding down. Try to keep it as natural as possible. What you're going to realize is it's going to be very easy to get up into your higher range where you might have thought like my range really ends right around, like that's about as high as I can go. When you yawn sigh, your range actually can go much higher. Now I want you to try to, this is going to trick yourself and kind of blow your mind, but we're just going to go, on an ah. You'll be surprised after doing the yawn sigh how easy that is. And without even realizing it, you've probably hit most of the notes that you would need to be able to sing almost any song out there. Pretty incredible, right? And you just did it. You were just able to do it, as long as you're following along with me. I hope you were. So if you found this helpful and you're a little bit intrigued about how to improve your voice and ways to work through your voice, I want to give you guys a free lesson that really goes into a little more depth on this topic that's really going to help you to sing with a lot more ease. So click the card right here to get the free lesson. Now, while you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're keeping proper posture. Posture should not be rigid, but it should also not be in a hunched or forward head posture. So a lot of people have the tendency nowadays to have the forward head posture, rounded shoulders, forward head. We want to try to roll those back, get the head back into a neutral position, and then relax. That should be your home base when it comes to singing. So if you like this video and benefited from this lesson, please check out this one. I'm sure you're going to like it too.